If you are familiar with metaphysical teaching, you probably heard the term intentional. It's about being really clear about what you're doing, the quality of what you're doing. And I believe that business people have to be more intentional. Sometimes you can be very focused on the ups and downs, the challenges, the detours that you're experiencing, and not so focused on what you're actually doing. You know, in metaphysics, it's often described as going to that place where you are immersed in the idea. So if you're providing service, you're so focused on service that you're not concerned about anything other than the care of that client. If you're focused on growing a business, you're focused on the incremental pieces, and you're not fixated on what isn't happening. Going to that place is also about mentally going to a place and emotionally going to a place where you're already experiencing the rewards and you're already there where you want to be. Actors often will get into character when they're doing a production, and they will stay in character because they don't want to emotionally go anywhere else. And often people who are working with them will say, I forgot that I was dealing with this actor and I thought I was dealing with, the person they were portraying. In athletics, we see this particularly when it comes to athletes preparing for a big situation or moment. You will often hear Olympic athletes talk about something called mental rehearsal, and that is about going through this process where you imagine yourself completing whatever it is that you're doing, getting to a place where you have won. Recently, the women's finals in the U.S. Open, the winner, forget her name at the moment, but her comment was, I have imagined winning against Serena Williams so many times. And when I heard that, for me, it wasn't a throwaway line. It was evidence that her winning was about visualizing it, going to that place, being intentional about what she was doing. So that's called mental rehearsal. And in productions, you will see often before a major performance, a Broadway production, they'll have something called a dress rehearsal. And that's about making sure that the right conditions exist and everyone is prepared and everyone's wearing the clothes and the music is being played and the scenery is there and all of the conditions exist just like they will on opening night. So what does this all mean? It means that in business, we have to stay at a place where we feel the feeling of our success, that we feel the feeling of the great work that we're doing. We imagine the great work we're doing for our clients, and that we stay in a place that is where we want to be rather than where we don't want to be. One of the dangers that you run into in business is that problems always crop up. And these problems can cause you to get off of your game and get off of your focus. But by understanding the key to intention, you can overcome those problems and you can get really focused on what you're doing. In business, you must decide that you are going to be aligned only with what is key to the business, the success, the fulfillment of the client, the rewards, and not get distracted. Now, here is another tip. Often there are conflicts that surface that can get you off of your game. A problem, a setback, an issue regarding timing, or something will happen that will impact how you approach the work that you are doing. Well, I think that anticipating that, realizing that that will happen, is also a key when it comes to being effective in business. It's seeing the problem before it happens and seeing yourself overcome the problem. So if you're wondering how to spend your time as you prepare for new endeavors in business and new directions, get intentional, get focused, and see yourself overcoming conflict, see yourself being where you want to be, decide on purpose what the outcome is, go to that place, get in and stay in character, engage in mental rehearsal, and remember that conflicts will surface. But even in the midst of conflicts, you can still get to the place that you need to be. And in fact, you should never leave that place. If you like this tip, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. Share it with someone in your network. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.